What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm going to bring you another game from the Starseries Season 3. This is going to be between Darer on the Radiant and Mouse on the Dire, although I don't know if I could really call this Mouse. Got 4 stand-ins. Really? That's not even your team playing anymore. What the hell's the point of that? Like, at least Darer, they have 1 stand-in, so they're Adder instead of Adrer. But I mean, 4 stand-ins, that's way too much, man. That's way too much. Ooh, looks like there was a time penalty also. 2 time penalties. They didn't burn into the reserve time, but they don't have any. So if they're probably like late or something, and I don't know. But anyway, the picks from Darer gonna go with Leshrac, Tidehunter, and Ricky. So they have a solid support lineup as well as some pretty good hard carry. Ricky Maru is one of the best counters to the Morphling, because that smoke screen makes him very, very sad. Kind of like a miniature static storm, and Ricky does the damage instead of the spell damage doing the damage, if that makes any sense, which it does not. Some more bans coming out. Chen, Broodmother. Chen, like, not surprising to see him in that ban pool. Broodmother as well, banning out Mousesports' possible long lane. And note that, well, I don't know who any of these guys are and how they interact as a team on Mousesports, so hell, they could be going for anything, but they're probably just going to choose like the generic good heroes as opposed to, like the Wisp and stuff like that. With the Morphling pick already, I don't think they're actually going to think about a Wisp. More bans coming out. What do Mousesports want? They do need a couple of support heroes, because Enigma is a little bit supporty, but he's not really the designated support, kind of like Leshrac or Tidehunter will be for the Darer side. There they go. They're going to ban out an Omni Knight. Very interesting ban right there. I don't know. Well, I guess they know a little bit more about how Bambo's drafting for his group of stand-ins than I do. But the response ban is going to be Nature's Prophet. Very stable ban there. Venomancer is the pickup for Darer, so their support lineup is getting to be very solid. Right now, they just need a little bit more control of their lanes. They do have a lot of setup with that Ricky Maru. If they could get Ricky fed, well then Mousesports is going to be in for one hell of a time. Darer, they're not even like getting close to their reserve time. They're just blasting out the picks. I kind of like that. Mousesports, they're going to pick up a Bounty Hunter for their long lane. Slap that hero on the bottom. And also, when you pick up a Bounty Hunter, you usually don't pick it up to counter someone who relies on invisibility. Like, yes, sometimes you get on against the Broodmother, but really that doesn't happen all that much. Sometimes against the TA, but Ricky Maru, and Ricky, in Dota 1 he's Ricky Maru, guys, so that is, yeah, that's another bad habit of mine. Ricky is going to be countered pretty hard by the Bounty Hunters. Got to watch out. Could help him a lot to get a quick Diffusal Blade, which I'm pretty sure they would go anyway. The Disruptor is going to be the final pickup, so they have a lot of silencing right now, a lot of team fight, but also Ricky Maru for the assassination action. So Darer do have a very solid 4-1 lineup, lots of team fight, lots of early game damage, and then lots of late game damage consolidated into that one hero, Ricky. Mousesports are going to cap off a support lineup with Shadow Shaman. Gonna be playing that hard support. And guys, the Starseries ladder or whatever is at the final stages, so the playoffs are being played right now. If you want me to skip ahead through these games and just like not cast them until later and then bring you the finals, then please let me know. Otherwise I will just keep doing this, just keep going until I actually get to that point, and then hopefully we'll see some .75 games. But yeah, please let me know. And as always, guys, thank you for all of your support that you have been showing me thus far. But now we're just going to get back into this game. Darer versus what remains of Mousesports. Mousesports, not at the time of this replay, at the time of this recording, is undergoing some really weird stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure their team is staying together, but their sponsors are changing. I'm pretty sure Mouz actually dumped the team, and now the GD studio or something like that have picked him up, but that doesn't have anything to do with this team right here, although 4 stand-ins, maybe that's part of the reason why. On the Darer side, we have Nowhere playing the Ricky Maru, Grumpy supporting as the Venomancer, Nose on the Leshrac, of stand-in, Pure Evil on the Disruptor, and Hawkeye is going to be taking that Tidehunter. Hawkeye usually does play the hard lane on the Darer side, so he might be in for a little bit of a rough time there. On the Mouse side, we have the only Mouse person here, Bambo, playing the Enigma, holding it down. Paz is going to be playing the Bounty Hunter. RMN playing that Morphling. Fata on the Invoker, and Alex is going to be playing that Shadow Shaman. Let's see if Fata is anyone else. Doesn't look like it. Seems to be pretty fata to me. And also, I want to see pure evil. This guy just pure evil? Okay. They're all just pure evil. So, we're just going to skip through this pause. And we skipped through the pause successfully, and I cut a little bit of video to save everyone some time. You for watching that stupid pause, and me for actually having to encode and render all that shit. Looks like there they have a Yak Courier Mouse sporting the same one. So it's a Yak versus Yak right now, and let's see how the lanes are going to play out for each team. Bottom lane Rikimaru, not surprisingly, he's... where are you going? Go to the bottom lane, nowhere. That's where you should go, is Rikimaru. On the top lane, it is going to be the Shadow Shaman supporting that Morphling, so pretty standard stuff there. Pos wandering around, going to do a little bit of the warding action, because it's always safe to have the Bounty Hunter do it, because he has that invisibility. In the mid lane, it's going to be Fata's Invoker. In bot lane, Bambo's just chilling there to get some conversion denial, helping out the Bounty Hunter just a little bit. Then he's going to go into the jungle, sporting 4 clarities, and look, they're actually going to aggressively tri-lane this top lane, Dare, and it's going to be a dual lane, or a 2.5 lane versus a tri-lane. But Rikimaru doesn't offer as much burst as the Morphling. That waveform does a lot, but if Ricky could actually stick in close and get the backstabs in constantly, then he could do some work. That's what the Venomancer does offer you. He offers you an opportunity to stick on the backsides of those opponents. So Rikimaru is going to have to rely on the right clicks. It's going to be hard though. Morphling, I mean, Venomancer is not going to do anything to stop a waveform. Disruptor, not going to do much either, although Glimpse, maybe, but I'm pretty sure RMN will play it so that he will not get Glimpse back. The Shadow Shaman does have some hard disables. In the bot lane, it is going to be passed on the Bounty Hunter versus Hawkeye, the Tide Hunter. So, the Bounty Hunter getting a little bit of an easier lane than he normally does on this lane. And solo lane Tide Hunter is going to have a blast versus this Bounty Hunter. Going to get points and Anchor Smash, and then just completely dominate the lane versus that Bounty Hunter. So the Bounty Hunter, well, he's going to get the experience pretty much guaranteed. He's not going to get as much gold, although, I mean, he still has a shot to get it in some last hits. But Hawkeye, you can see him zoning out this Bounty Hunter already from level 1. Missing creep kills, but you know what? That's fine, because the Bounty Hunter isn't getting creep kills either. Mid lane's going to be the Leshrac Nose. Going to go against Fata's Invoker, and the Invoker is going to go for a Sunstrike. That means Mouz, they do want to be aggressive on this top lane. Bottom lane Sunstrike, I mean, good luck hitting that. Really, good luck. But really, the target is going to be whoever Alex decides to shackle and hex. The Disruptor could take a ton of damage from that. The Venomancer as well, and really Rikimaru. He doesn't have a stout shield or anything of the sort. So he's also going to be very vulnerable to the right click after the spell damage combo does come out. I don't think anything's going to happen on this bot lane. Mid lane might have something. Nose is going for an Edict Split Earth build, not getting the lightning, so kind of standard. Oh, what the ass. You know, I shouldn't have said anything. If I didn't say anything, he would have gone for another point of Edict, and then I would have been right. In my head, although it wouldn't have been recorded that I was right, because I wouldn't have said anything, obviously. But Leshrac is going to get a point of Lightning Storm. Very interesting. Usually not really picked up on a farming Leshrac. If you do pick up Lightning, it is either a support Leshrac, or it is a Leshrac up against a lot of summons, like the Nature's Prophet, or Broodmother, or the Enigma. And, like, they are against the Enigma, but Nose is creep clearing needs aren't that high, really. Gale gonna fly, hit onto RMN. And Grumpy's Gale, when it hits multiple things, it's like the loudest spell in the world. Except for Echo Slam, that's also pretty darn loud. Very interesting skill choice by Nose. And, like, it is going to give him a little bit of, like, I guess long range damage, because Leshrac doesn't really have that many options. Split Earth, like, the range is pretty big, but the casting animation makes it so that the range is, like, what, about a third less of that advertised size, because it takes so long to lift his darn hands into the air. We're going to see if he wants to get more Lightning Storm and harass this Invoker, or if he just wants to go straight for the more standard Edict and Lightning build. I don't know. I feel like Edict Lightning is Edict Split Earth. I'm sorry, is going to be a much better choice. But we'll see. Is level 4 Maybe he's only going to hold Split Earth at level 1? That would be very interesting. Let's keep an eye on that Leshrac. Top lane, not doing all that much. Rikimaru is leading the Morphling quite substantially. And yes, the Leshrac is going to go for a Lightning build, so he's going to keep the Split Earth at level 1, then level up Diabolic Edict and the Lightning Storm. Although, last time I predicted what he was going to do, he went for something completely different. So, I don't know what this Leshrac is doing in this mid lane. Usually, though, Edict to tear down those towers, but I guess he doesn't really want to push towers. He just wants to lock down the Invoker and make sure that Nowhere gets the farm that he needs, already at 1,000 Gs, so he could go for Power Treads or a Poor Man Shield. Both will be pretty good, both be stable items, and then Rikimaru, as I said before, would benefit quite a bit from getting a quick Diffusal Blade, slow down that Morphling even more, more importantly, purge off the track from the Bounty Hunter, who's not having the best time versus Hawkeye. 12 kills versus 22 kills. Hawkeye, as expected, managing the lane a lot better. And someone is messaging me on Skype a lot. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I actually have never tested to see if perhaps picks up Skype noises, but I'm pretty sure it does. Lightning, not even wrong direction, knows the lightning goes the other way. You want to direct the lightning to go forward, not backwards. Split Earth going to hit on Vada, but he only has 1 point in Edict. He's going to do a lot of damage regardless, though. Sunstrike is going to hit onto Nose, and it's going to be very close. Nose is going to drop before Vada does, and the first blood has been drawn by the Invoker. See, Nose, if you had a point of Edict, if you had another point of Split Earth, that would have been a dead Invoker. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Lightning is very situational as a spell. On this top lane, Nowhere, with the protection that his team is giving him, is getting a lot more than RMN. So Alex is kind of forced to do the creep pulling action. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just that whenever he pulls the creep wave, he is not pressuring back the... Did they not block it? They derped up there. He's not pressuring back the other team, so Nowhere getting complete free farm where Pure Evil has just been chilling around this lane, supporting his Rikimaru friend, making sure that the Morphling can't actually step up. Looks like Grumpy is actually transitioned down to the bot lane. Gonna give Hawkeye a helping hand there, but he's doing just fine. Bounty Hunter is almost level 6, so he could leave the lane soon and go for a little bit of ganking action. But Grumpy right now, I mean, he's getting a little bit more farm than he otherwise would have on this top lane. Disruptor is getting a little bit shafted as far as the gold income. His Venomancer he's getting something down here. But Disruptor, I mean, he's used to it. Disruptor, he's very economical with how he spends his gold. And he relies a lot on government subsidies as well. Smoke up, Alex and Bambo looking towards the mid lane. Knows 3 levels of lightning won't really help you that much. The smoke does get revealed and they see him. Nose is so dead. There's the Hex and the Shackle to follow. Double damage on Bambo. Sunstrike. Boom! Headshot. Invoker with the Sunstrike kill onto Leshrac. Leshrac, you're 0-2, man. You're 0-2. Come on, make that lightning build work. And his head. What happened to his head? Oh my god. Look at this is his normal head right up here, and this is what happened to his head. Nowhere is going to take a stun. Wait for him in from RMN. Nowhere is going to go down. Trying to drop down that smoke, get some evasion or something. Bambo with a double damage rune, making things happen. Now level 7. Wouldn't be surprised to see him very far ahead as the XP per minute goes. 3rd place behind the Tidehunter and Invoker. So yeah, kind of standard stuff there. Hawkeye is sitting on the front end, and he has backup coming in both Grumpy and Pure Evil. Not the most pushing power from these heroes. Grumpy only has level 2 wards, so this tower probably going to survive, but the tower in the top lane, I don't feel like its chances are as good as the bot lane tower. Eidolon's level 2 actually. Bambo went for a lot of Malefice, so he was kind of expecting to go out and get the ganks, and hey, he got 2 kills, or he got 2 kills for his team at least. So it kind of worked, and they got the tower, so everything going well for Mouz so far on the bot lane pass. Gonna get dusted. I believe he got glimpsed back. Yeah, he did get glimpsed back, but unfortunately the kinetic field did not attach, so that Bounty Hunter does get to live. Tracks just flying out, making sure he has perfect vision there. Nowhere, not yet level 6. He's still going to be in a little bit of pressure until he gets to that point. Alex should have... They don't have any wards, or True Sight. But Nowhere's still not level 6. I don't know how close he is because these stupid EXP bars are bugged. There's the Hex, and Nowhere's going to take a Shackle as well. Stuns, not chaining off all that well, but Nowhere's still going to go down regardless to a wave for him. Bounty Hunter, in the meantime, has picked up Grumpy by himself. Wow, Pure Evil and Hawkeye, I guess... I mean, maybe Grumpy was tanking the tower or something? That probably is what happened. But he does go down. Mouz all over Dara at this point. Or, I mean, hell, stand-ins. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. The two still on this top lane. Alex is not yet level 6, so he can't just shred down this tower. Although with Bambo coming around, Grumpy, you gotta watch out, man. You're gonna take a stun. Yeah, they're gonna dive onto this Venomancer, I bet. Yes, there's a stun to open up, but Nowhere is here as well. Getting the Blink Strike onto Bambo. 2 teleportations going to come in, and everyone from Mouz is gonna run away. Bambo gonna juke out that split Earth. He's taking a little bit of damage from the Edict. He should go down to 1 lightning cast. Bambo trying to teleport out of here is not gonna happen. The Shrek does pick him off. Everyone from there are now in this area. Gonna give Pass a little bit of time to get some farm up. Here's 1,000 gold. It's not bad. That kill really helping them out there. And Feta has not left the lane. Went for a hand of Midas. Hell yeah. Baller status. Baller. Baller. And Invoker usually is a hero who doesn't need all that much gold income. So you don't really see him getting Hand of Midas as a first item. It's not necessarily Ricky Maru or Faceless Void or something like that who could actually benefit from a Hand of Midas. But Invoker is, he had a lot of gold early on. Most EXP per minute on the map, most gold per minute as well. So why not just get that item? It's a short detour, but really, Invoker is not really item dependent. So I guess, well, attack speed helps. Usually instead you would see a phase boost, which is coming up. Now Invoker might be in a little bit of trouble as the smoke does reveal the Grumpy as well as Pure Evil. Immediately going to drop down, do a ton of damage to Grumpy. He's going to go down with track bonus as well. Here comes Pass from the back end, going to pick off the Disruptor. Invoker with the Deafening Blast, going to slow down Nose, and Pass is still on the chase. One more hit for Janata. That will slow Nose down, but he's going to go into the trees, juke out into the jungle, and it looks like Nose is going to be just fine. But yeah, the Invoker, as I was saying, after he just suddenly went ballistic and started killing everyone, oh, he's got to watch out because Ricky Maru's on his ass soon. Maybe? He does have a lot of backup, and a track on the Ricky Maru could mean his death. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nowhere. Doesn't want to push it. Serpent Wards were dropped somewhere, yeah, in the mid lane. Serpent Wards aren't going to do all that much, though. Creep Wave is coming in, but some of these wards are probably going to get taken out. Yeah, Grumpy's Plague Ward's doing a little bit there, but the Serpent Wards now have support. Lightning going to fly. Try to thin out this push. But Nose is going to get stunned up by Bambo. Ton of damage going out to him, and Shock from the Shadow Shaman going to bring Mouz yet another kill. Hawkeye teleporting in, instantly gets hexed up, looking for that Ravage. He's going to get a gush onto Alex, and they can just leave Alex for dead. There's the Ice Wall slowing everyone down. So Hawkeye is unable to get into position. Grumpy is tracked up, living at 10 HP. Bambo still in the chase. He's one more right click. He's going to use the Malphite stun. A little bit more range there. Now he's getting chased down by the Ricky Maru. Gush onto Bambo, and there's the black hole. They don't have any really follow-up here. Bambo is just acting out desperation. Sunstrike is going to land, but the Ravage does go off as well, and Nowhere is still alive. Pass on the run now. Takes a Thunderstrike, but a shock from Alex at the back end does ultimately pick up that Ricky Maru. Hawkeye looking for Pass, but the Hawkeye is all out of mana. Going to pop off those Arcane Boots, but he cannot get this Bounty Hunter. Fata going to teleport to the bot lane. It looks like everyone is happy. Our men, in the meantime, chilling on that top lane. Farming 3,200 gold on him. He could go for the quickest Ethereal Blade in the world if he wants to do so. That would actually be pretty cool. But Mouz taking a ton of kills, 2 to 10, plus a tower in favor of them. They're still in control of all their towers, so Mouz substantially ahead. And the Invoker with Hand of Midas also helping that out as well. But yeah, the point I was trying to make earlier is that Invoker doesn't really rely on items. He does usually get, like, what, Drums, Phase Boots, Force Staff, Blink Dagger, those types of items. But really, he works perfectly fine without any of those items, and he is getting them anyway, a little bit faster with that Hand of Midas. So Invoker, I mean, he's perfectly fine to get that Hand of Midas on. It's not really delaying anything core on him. Because all his items just help him out. They're not necessarily needed. Whereas, like, Enigma, he kind of needs to get the team a mech. He kind of needs to get, say, Blink Dagger or BKB or something like that. It's like Morphling is going to go for the fastest shotgun ever. Fortunately, he spent it on the most boring part of it, the Ghost Scepter. Should have gone for the Eagle Song, man. Should have done it. Pro players don't do that because Eagle Song is not a cost-effective item at all. You get barely anything. It doesn't help you survive. So, well, he was already at the gold though, so I think I would have gotten the big part. Why not? No, he's actually going to keep his Edict at level 1. When you're going to keep your Edict at level 1, you got to ask yourself, is it even worth getting Edict in the first place? Because really, level 1 Edict, I mean, yes, it does do a lot of damage for a level 1 spell, but it ultimately doesn't do that much damage. Compared to a level 4 Edict, level 1 is just peanuts. So I do think the Shrek a little bit indecisive about his skill build. It'll hurt him a little bit, but I'm sure he's going to max all 3, so It just hurt him for just a short period of time. 3 onto this bot lane. They are all spotted out, or nowhere isn't spotted out. Pure Evil is spotted out. And they might want to make a go onto this Bounty Hunter. They do have a Ravage up. So they could kill him if they glimpse him back, trap him in a field. They do have Dust as well, but it could be a little bit difficult. Arman's still farming on this top lane, and Dare letting this Morphling farm, that's, I mean, you never want to let a Morphling farm, because then Morphling will remind you every single time that you let him farm by killing your entire team. But Dare, I mean, they have 3 people in this bot lane, not really doing much. I mean, Rikimaru, he's not farming, he's literally doing nothing. He's just standing here invisible. The hell is that? But Arman, I mean, he's doing something. He's actually getting creep kills. I mean, Nowhere is helping Hawkeye, I guess. But Hawkeye is doing just fine on that lane. Veda can drop a cold snap onto Leshrac, who immediately ducks down into the jungle. There's a Gale going off, hitting onto Veda. Deafening Blast going to push down Nose, but he does pick up the tower now, force-staffing himself out of that split earth. His teleportation comes in from Hawkeye. Nose is still on the chase, though. The Invoker run. How is this Leshrac catching up to... Oh, he has Gale on him. That makes sense. Veda is going to try to juke out the split earth. He does do it successfully, but I'm pretty sure he's going to die. He's going to pop that. No, Leshrac with the lightning. Here comes Bambo's Black Hole, but I mean, now you're in a little bit of trouble, Bambo. The Black Hole had no follow-up. He's going to try to kill this Leshrac. The split earth does land this time. There he goes. Passes the double damage rune. He's going to take a Ravage after killing that hero. He's going to take a Grumpy's going to take a Sunstrike. Pass. Still fighting as Fata has returned to this fight. Cold Snap, and he doesn't have the cooldown there. Nowhere. Now around. Going to look towards Veda to help out. Hawkeye does have a track on him, but the Invoker's got to run. Morphling has arrived, though. Nowhere, going toe-to-toe with Pass. Double damage Bounty Hunter. That does a little bit of damage. RMN still on the chase. Unable to catch up to Hawkeye, though. But Mouz still to... Oh, force staff forward. Are they actually going to do this? Waveform. He's taking the tower. You can't take the tower. No, it's not going to get him. Sunstrike. Oh, good attempt. Would it have been enough? 300. I don't think it would have been enough. Level 4 Exort doesn't do that much damage to kill. But still, Mouz all over the map. Double damage on that Bounty Hunter with the maxed out Janata. You don't want to mess with that. Now they're going to go for Pure Evil. He's going to glimpse pass back, but good work. You just gave him a free escape out. Alex is going to get initiated upon Hawkeye looking for a gush. He is going to land it, and Alex is probably going to go down for this, but Bambo is actually here to support. Shackle onto Hawkeye as Nowhere is going to jump right onto that Shadow Shaman, lay down that smoke, and there goes the Shadow Shaman. Bambo also on the run. He does have a Blink Dagger, so if he gets a little bit of time, he could get out of here safely. He's running towards his team. In the meantime, Grumpy is getting initiated upon. Cold Snap onto him, and Pass just demolishes him. Everything for Mouz just going their way. RMN almost has that shotgun up right now, and everyone from Dare, they're just constantly getting picked off. Hawkeye gonna get a gush onto RMN. I think he actually dodged that. Blink Strike from Nowhere, do a little bit of damage, but he maxed out that backstab. Mouz gonna blink. Bambo gonna blink straight in for Nose. Do a little bit of damage there. Conversion's gonna pop as well, but there's a smoke. Bambo forced into a corner. He's going to go down. No escape for him. He does pick up Leshrac ultimately with that stun, but in exchange for his own life. So at this point, trades, I mean, Leshrac, he did fall, but everyone else on the team did get a little bit of experience, so Dare, I'm sure, would be happy to bring down that Enigma. But really, what is the Leshrac going to do? Spam some lightning? I'm hating on lightning a lot. It's not a bad spell, it's just overshadowed by the other spells. Going to be taking a huge amount of damage from Veda. He's going to get trapped in a Connect Field. Force Staff himself out, though, and he's out of mana, so he cannot Sunstrike the target Arcane Boots. Not going to be enough, unless he's a Seer, and he sees Venomancer. Do it. Oh no, not a chance. Grumpy knows what's up. He's buying everything. He's going to make sure all his gold is... Actually, he doesn't have any reliable gold. That's not going to happen. Sunstrike. What was that? Forge Spirits? That's not going to kill him from across the map. What are you doing? This Bounty Hunter now with a Vanguard Drums and Treads. 406 on him. That track gold really stacking up for Mouz. Bounty Hunter, after that little bit of a rough time on that bot lane, is doing pretty well for himself. So many summons, so many things attacking Roshan. They're going to bring him down. And Dare, they have no ward coverage at all. Like, they just placed one ward, but what they really needed was some wards in this area right here. They were under so much pressure that it was really impossible for them to actually get that. Random smoke from Alex, I believe. Yeah, looking for that Rikimaru. Don't want to get that Aegis stolen. Better safe than sorry. Do you think that is the right move? Because hell, if your Rikimaru takes the Aegis, then you're going to be kicking yourself, because dust isn't that expensive. I'd say Aegis is a little bit more highly valued than the dust, just a little bit. Mouz are all grouped up onto this mid lane. Morphling with only 530 HP, but he has that shotgun. He could go for nose, and he's kind of tanky with a couple bracers. Rikimaru's still very soft. Hawkeye, not a chance in hell. He does have a pipe. Gush onto Bambo. Hawkeye wants to get initiation here with the Ravage, but he's going to get stunned up a couple times by the Morphling. Waveform in. Arman is going to annihilate the Venomancer, but he's under a lot of pressure now. He's going to try to juke into the trees. He does have an Aegis, and he replicate out. There's the black hole from Bambo, catching all three. Deafening Blast and Meteor going to push them out of the black hole, but hell, they're still getting killed. Everyone from Dara getting annihilated. Beautiful black hole from Bambo. And then Fada was there with the huge spell damage combo of Deafening Blast Meteor. And no one from Dara survived. Ravage didn't even come out in that fight. Pipe, I think, only hit like 2 of the Dara heroes. So not getting the full effectiveness of that. But hell, even if they did get a pipe, Pass was there doing the damage. Maxed out Janata. And the Mouse Sports rolling their way up the high ground. Gonna go for the tier 3s as they popped off a drum charge. Now Alacrity on this Invoker, wrecking this tower. Gale gonna fly out with a little bit of poison, take damage, but really the thing that Dara need to fight is this Ravage, and Tidehunter's not gonna be up for another 6 seconds. Ward get dropped down. They're gonna focus down. These melee Raxes are taking a ton of damage. Tidehunter is up. He's gonna teleport into this. Doesn't have gold to do so, but these Raxes, it's too late. Raxes are down. And now Mouse Sports, they could fall back or they could fight. I believe that if they fight, they could take a pretty decent one. Hawkeye's going to... someone's going to take a cold snap. No, taking a lot of damage from there. Fada, got to be careful. He's going to pop that Ghost Walk, but instantly revealed by Pure Evil, unable to get that glimpse off. He already used it.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
As everyone from Mouse Sports do fall back successfully. Dare down a Rax 20 minutes into the game. Never what you want to have happen. And RMN still farming 1900 gold on him. Can probably get a Manta style or something like that. But really, I mean, it's not the Morphling that's the problem at this point in the game. Like, yes, he will do a lot of damage. Yes, shotgun hurts. But really, the one who that Dara is concerned with is the Bounty Hunter. The track gold is just stacking up so high. Let me show you how high. Look at that. Look at that. It's absurd. Plus, he's doing a ton of damage at this point. Combined with the Invoker, level 15 gold per minute, EXP per minute. Yes, 600 EXP per minute now with an Aghanim, in 20 gold with an Aghanim Scepter. Invoker is going to be such a huge threat. He already is a huge threat. You saw how much damage that Chaos Meteor Deafening Blast did. And hell, even if Bambo's Black Hole wasn't there to catch 3, that Deafening Blast Meteor combo would have hit at least one person. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed to hit one. Unless you are blind in one eye, in which case, I feel for you, man. But whoever that does hit, if it's not Tidehunter, they're so dead. Rikimaru not even with 1000 HP, and no. 1000 HP is up on the Leshrac, but yeah, I'm pretty sure with the right clicks or cold snap to follow up, you're not going to survive that. Nice little fortress defense from Grumpy, making 2 lines of wards, making sure to keep them in formation. But you know who's coming around. It is going to be Pass, get a track off onto the Leshrac. Wave. Oh no, that was not a waveform. That was a 4-step in from the Invoker. Now does have an Aghanim Scepter plus another 1200 gold. Oh my god, Barman. Shotgunning down Grumpy. No chance for him. They're going to take down this tower and then push the high ground. Bambo, 15 seconds until his black hole is up. So by the time they arrive at the enemy base, they are going to have that black hole available to them. Armen making everything he has into agility. He's not concerned with dying right now because he does have that Aegis. He also has travels, very interesting for the Morphling. He's gonna go to bit the base. So he has replicate. He has replicate up. So he's gonna heal up. He doesn't want to burn that Aegis unnecessarily. The Serpent Wards are down. They're doing a ton of damage to this creep wave. Gets thinned out quite a bit from Nose's lightning. So I guess he got something out of that. The conversions on the front line. The Serpent Wards still doing the damage, and the Invoker replicate to tank up. Morphling could just instantly come back to this replicate, and he tanked a perfect amount. And there it goes. Morphling is back to this fight. Serpent Wards are going to bring that down. No cold snap, Deafening Blast Meteor onto Nose. He actually missed it, so I'm sorry, Fada, for making fun of you before. There's the pipe out onto a whole bunch of heroes. Then the Ravage onto RMN. He's going to bring him down. Pass also stunned up. Here comes Bambo with the black hole. No black hole. What are you doing, Bambo? He's silenced because of that smoke and the Static Storm extending that silence. Everyone from Mouse Sports dying in this fight. Kinetic Field not going to latch. RMN going to get glimpsed back into the enemy base. He does have a waveform out, though. He is going to, and he's going to try to Strength Morph up. Copying those magic sticks as well. He's going to turn around and fight Hawkeye. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's dealing a lot of damage as well. Slowed to a crawl now within that smoke. He's going to get brought down. Finally, Dara taking a decent fight, but now Nowhere has a Pass on his ass. He's going to barely walk out of there. Pass can take a dust. Sunstrike. 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 You see him. You see him. Do it. Do it. Oh, did he already do it? Oh, Theta, I am disappointed. The Mouse Sports taking a little bit more of a rough fight. The team fight really did come together there for Jared. They had the Ravage, they had the Static Storm, and the Smoke Screen kind of effectively extending that Static Storm range. Smoke Screen was like down here, Static Storm was right up here. So that's a whole dead spellcasting zone, and Bambo, he blinked in and he couldn't get that black hole off. So Mouse Sports did lose a couple there, but they did take the tier 3s, or the tier 3. It was just one tier 3. So Mouse Sports, they just keep doing that. Like, who's going to rely on their ultimates? The Morphling doesn't rely on them. Bambo still has it. He's going to get initiated upon by nowhere, but he's going to take a shotgun. No, wait for him in from Armen. Is going to bring down the Lestrak. Armen taking a huge amount of damage from that Gush, and he's got to watch out this time. He doesn't have the Aegis to back him up. Hawkeye now on the run. Going to take a Sunstrike to the face. Boom! Yes, Sunstrike. Nowhere. Still doing damage to Pass. And there's the 3-man black hole. Once again for Bambo. Wait for him for Armen. Deafening blast. Going to flatten everyone. And Darer, GG, is being called. Mouse Sports with stand-ins, showing Darer how to play some real Dota, even when your team doesn't always play together. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Darer versus Mouse Sports from the Starseries Season 3. Still not 0.75, still not the playoff stages yet. And once again, if you do want me to cover those games that are being played, like right now, today's October 19th, then please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep trucking through these the way I've been doing it. So this one does go to Mouse Sports, even though I wouldn't necessarily call this team a Mouse Sports team. I mean, where are all the Mouse Sports people? They're not here. Bambo holding it down, though, with his 3-man black holes. The Ancient does blow up, guys, and that's going to be it for me. GG.